Adam Stern thinks he knows where Shane Van Gisbergen is going, and Noah Gregson asked for his release from Legacy Motor Club. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. Yes, I cut my hair. It's gone. I'm not a new guy. All right, Noah Gregson has asked for a release from Legacy Motor Club. Let's read the statement, then we'll jump into it. Today, Noah Gregson requested to be released from his contract as driver of the number 42 for Legacy Motor Club. I've asked Legacy Motor Club to release me from my contract so that I can take time to work through the NASCAR reinstatement process. I love racing, and I'm looking forward to a second chance to compete for wins at the highest level of NASCAR. And most importantly, make my family, my team, and my fans proud of me once again. Noah has a ton of talent and has a great personality. This is a difficult situation, but we are proud that Noah has taken ownership of his actions and are confident he will work through this process with NASCAR to come back stronger. Cal Wells, CEO of Legacy Motor Club. Okay, so surface level, it looks like Noah Gregson asked out of his contract, except that's something that you don't really have to negotiate, right? If Noah Gregson asked out of his contract, it would just be cut and dry. Legacy Motor Club would have let him go because they're bringing in John Hunter Nemecheck anyway. Jordan Bianchi broke that before this controversy even basically came out. So what probably actually happened, in my opinion, for legal reasons I say that, is Legacy Motor Club made Noah Gregson an offer on how much more of his contract they would buy him out of if he would just ask for his release. That way Legacy Motor Club doesn't have to look like the bad guys and fire him. So more than likely that's actually what happened. Noah Gregson gets his money. Legacy Motor Club doesn't have to look like the bad guy. That's just my opinion, but that's pretty much what I think happened. And that's pretty much, if you look throughout the history of contracts and things like this when they happen, that's kind of how they sort of usually go down. Adam Stern dropping this. Shane Van Gisbergen is finalizing a deal to compete for Team Trackhouse next year in a wide-range developmental deal per a source familiar, fulfilling one of the team's goals to bring an international star to NASCAR racing full-time. So what that tells me there is what you're looking at this weekend. He'll be racing a truck race on an oval, then he'll be racing the Cup car on a road course, the Indianapolis Roval, I guess if you want to call it, however you want to call it. But I think next year you'll see a bunch of that. You'll probably see him make a bunch of Xfinity starts. You'll probably see him make a bunch of truck starts, and you'll definitely see him run a whole lot of Cup races. He'll probably run a few enough amount of Cup races so that he can be a rookie, not next year, but the year after. You know what I'm saying? So he'll have a good chance. But he's basically going to take a NASCAR crash course and see if he can build his resume up to where he can, compete for Rookie of the Year and then championships after that. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to go down. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Well, I think it just depends on the talent. You have drivers like Tony Stewart who have been able to come over and drive just about any car Tony Stewart has jumped in. He has been fast. We have seen other drivers that have that ability. Then we have seen drivers that, Sam Hornish, Danica Patrick, they came from open wheel or something like that. They didn't translate their skills to NASCAR. They probably should have spent more time in the lower divisions working their way up. Shane Van Gisbergen seems to fit more of the Tony Stewart mold, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to have a really hard time picking this up. I think he's going to pick it up pretty quick, but I do like the crash course that they're giving him. So I think it's case to case and driver to driver. But for this driver's case, this driver's situation, I think it's going to work. A lot of people want to compare him to Marcus Ambrose. Marcus Ambrose never sat in the same type of good equipment that Shane Van Gisbergen is going to sit in. So I think that's not necessarily apples to apples. I think talent-wise, they're probably very close. I just think Shane Van Gisbergen has a better ride than Marcus Ambrose ever had. So that's just my 2 cents on the situation. But I do think it is a great thing. And finally, from Karen Myers, talking about Chocolate Meyers, who, if you didn't know, he's going through some cancer treatments. We had a great visit with Dr. Matthew Stewart McKinney at Duke Adult Blood Cancer Clinic. Here's the gist of it. Chocolate Meyers is a perfect specimen of a man. If you don't believe me, just ask him. He will go back to Duke every 2 months for maintenance, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and will start taking, I can't even say that word. This will continue for a few years. He's doing great. So there you go. Looks like he is doing a lot better in his treatment, and we always, for sure, wish Chocolate Meyers a speedy recovery and hope he is with us for a long time. For those of you who don't know, Chocolate Meyers was the famous gas man or pit crew member for the number 3 right there of Dale Earnhardt Sr. He retired after Kevin Harvick's rookie year and became the curator of the RCR Museum. He now has a show on Sirius XM radio, so wishing him the best. And that's all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. We're making a push to get to 10,000. I think we need about 50 more, and then we'll do the Fiat project. If you already subscribed, you know I appreciate you all as well. If you got a question, comment, or anything like that, leave it down in the comments section. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace. Mostly positive stories today, for once. So that's a good thing. Feel good about it. No jokes about my hair. I know it looks weird.